Everybody find your seats, please. I don't know if you got a chance to see what my stream starting soon screen looked like, and you might be very jealous of it. Because it's pretty fancy, it's very high quality, and it looks like this. You think that's awesome, don't you? I was like, I like your mixtape and all, but that's pretty fancy. I did. Yep, I used to. So what I was telling everyone is that I started streaming because of this game, and it was not to stream, it was to do PvP. So when I started playing this, it was before One Tamriel came out. So as far as the factions, so you've got the Eldamari Dominion, you've got Ebonheart Pact, and then you have Daggerfall. You never seen the other players in the game ever, so you couldn't just go over to their zone on a map. They couldn't come over to ours. And the only time you seen each other was in PvP, and you couldn't talk to each other. So me, and then we had a gentleman from Yellow, and then a gentleman from Blue. We all started streaming only to do organized PvP, and that's how it started. And it would last for about 10 to 15 minutes before you had those dum-dums that would come in there, and they'd be like, oh, I'm going to start sniping people, and then everything would just go nuts. But we tried doing that like one night a week, and then I just started streaming from there, so... Alright, here are my characters. This one I use. This one is my Necromancer, which I have been using. This one's really cool. She is my Magblade. This one I do not use. She is a pack horse for me. That one is also. This is my Templar. She was good. I got her at 50 and then I was done. Alright, so mine is going to look a little bit different because I can do... I can change my... I have any race, any alliance. So what that means is these are going to all be unlocked for me, and this is an option in the game that you can get through the Crown Store. So that's pretty important. So if you want to play with your friends, like PG, if you're streaming and other people are getting into the game as well, y'all have to be in the same alliance. And then there's going to be 3 specific races that you can do per alliance. So we'll start with... the Eldamari Dominion.
Are the alliances important?
Yeah, like, I mean, I guess if you don't like someone, I'd probably tell them to go onto another alliance so you can kill them in PvP. But this is the only way you guys can team together. So as far as leveling up, doing dungeons, doing PvP together, you have to be in the same alliance. And I tell everyone, go red, Ebonheart Pact all the way. So, but it's gonna decide what your race can be. So with the Eldamari Dominion, you have the High Elves, the Wood Elves, and the Khajiit. So High Elf is got pretty much one thing it can really do, and that is Magicka Dps or a healer. And the reason for this is, and it's more how the healing works on here. You have 2 weapons. You'll have your front bar and your back bar. The High Elf's passive is specifically made to make your destruction staff a lot stronger. So they actually have a passive that makes that a lot easier for them and more OP. So like way more damage. You'd want to use that. So this one is not really customizable that much. Like I said, healing, Desto Straff, pretty good otherwise. But this would be for Magicka character. And then we've got this Wood Elf. Kind of cute, right? Wood Elves is pretty much made for stamina DPS. So 2-handed weapons, dual wield a bow, all really good on this one. And it's going to tell you right here. So the diversified racial skills of the Wood Elves reflect their woodland affinity, improved archery, base stamina, stamina recovery, and stealth detection. They also have damage resistance, which is pretty good. Correct, Pete. Very, very good. We'll test on this later, guys, so you better just be paying attention to this, okay? Because I'm going to ask. So, Hogs, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to go through the rundown of these, and then I'll tell you as far as what kind of a style you want to play, which is going to be the best one for you, and which one's going to be ranged, melee, or otherwise. Yeah, so Wacko, you are very welcome, and I'm so glad you appreciate it. Okay, the other one is the Khajiit. So the cool thing about this one, yeah, not that great because you are a cat. And yeah, that's, yep, you're a cat.
Oh,
So,
is that a raid?
What?
Raid.
Ooh, we're getting raided. Can you tell them I said thank you? Tell them I'm like streaming old school and I can't see that stuff.
I think they can hear you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you for the raid.
We've been raided with a party of 57.
Woo! Thank you. That is awesome. That is so cool. Thank you so much for the raid. Pete,
Right,
throw out some more Supergirl love.
Really?
What's up, Tyranny? Yes,
yeah.
it's been a thing. Streaming from the PlayStation, it's a little bit different than what I'm used to from going PC. So this is going to be my like little intro for some of the people. I've actually got Positive Gamer in here. He's another streamer. Really, really cool guy. He's actually going to be streaming this tomorrow. Not the game, not this game. So I play on the PC, but ESO on my PlayStation. So we wanted to kind of do a little bit of a welcome to Elder Scrolls Online, and we'll go through a few things that some people might get a little bit stuck on. Oh, Pete, thank you for gifting that subscription.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and thanks for the raid, man.
He doesn't dress. Wait, Pete or PG, do you dress like Jessica Rabbit on your stream? I don't feel like I was there for that. Is that accurate? Never. Is it going to get added to the wheel, though? I don't know. Those channel points can be pushed in there somewhere. So, yeah, Tira, that's what we're doing here is just kind of giving him some insight and the other people who are going to maybe start playing. But they'll all be on the PC. And that makes me sad, but it is what it is. I said I was not really all that prone to starting over since I'm like 724 on here. Playing for 5 years. That makes it a little bit more like a, do I really want to? So we'll see. Okay, so the Khajiit, pretty much your all-around character. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, you're all welcome to stay, of course. That's what this is for, and I'm not like the most knowledgeable person, but I have been playing it for a while, so. No, I'm not going to Neverwinter on the PS4. I'm going to PC for that. Yeah, you guys, everybody give all of the new people in the stream some of that love. Because that's why we have that. Okay, so back to the lesson. The Khajiit is your all-around, can do it all. So this one is going to be good with Magicka DPS if you want to go that route. Stam DPS, awesome. Tank, they can do that too, and be a healer. So when you're making these characters, your Magicka DPS is going to be more ranged. So that would be your like destruction staff, stuff like that. Stamina DPS will be dual wield, sword and board, two-handed stuff like that. But this one can do it all. So and you generally have this a character like this in each faction. I was not very impressed with the fact that this one was a cat. And it looks so weird. But he can do it all. Like, he's a great character to start out with, especially if you really do not know what you want to do at that time. Every skill line in the game, so every weapon, so destruction staff, restoration staff, dual wield, one-handed, two-handed, bow, all of that is open for anybody. So whatever you want to do, you just pick that weapon up and you start carrying it around when you level, and that brings that skill line up. All right. So like I said, Khajiit's really cool. They make awesome Nightblades because they are already kind of sneaky just to begin with. So they are really good at that. So Pete should have made a Khajiit because he likes to steal stuff from people and be not a law-abiding citizen. Yes, he does, Hogswatch. He's like, I think he has some wares for you. Doesn't he always? Okay, then we're going to go to Daggerfall. So those will be your three choices if you go, or yeah, if you go Daggerfall. Evanhart, I'll say that one for last because it's my favorite. So Daggerfall's going to have Bretons, Orcs, and Red Guards. So Orc, ugly. Ugly fella. This one is. Look at that. Isn't she pretty? Do you guys see that? You guys like that, don't you? Who's got a crush on this one? Oh, you call it Catman Begins? That's fantastic. All right, so Bretons here. Where are we? Yes. So this is what my Necromancer is. I think mine's not that ugly looking, but these ones are fantastic. I'm not using this, your troller. This is a different one. This is not my scuff. Thank you, damage button.
Hey, damage button, how you doing?
Yeah, damage button keeps trying to insist that I send my scuff controller. It's just never going to happen. I feel it's very strange. Okay. So PG, if you are thinking about doing the Necromancer, this is a really, really good one to have just because their passives are already like based for Magicka. So it's your base, it's your recovery, and then you wear light armor. You get points for how many pieces of light armor, and that's going to improve your stamina or your Magicka. Orc is going to be stamina DPS or a tank, and you've seen their faces, and that's why. Red guards are more for your stamina. Where's that one? Red guard. So that's like, yeah, let's randomize. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. She looks like a half orc. And notice they all got scars on their face. You don't have to keep it that way, so just don't think you do, but I would pay attention to the character creator.
Can you change that in-game after you make your character?
Well, you can if you want to buy a token for it, but nobody really wants to do that. Like I said, red guards are more based on weapons, so they get weapon passives. So really cool for stamina DPS, and they also make good tanks. And werewolf is really, really, really good for these ones too, just because of their passives with their movement and stuff like that. And it's based on food effects. Let's see. All right. So that's going to be those three. And then this is my favorite, y'all. So this is where I kind of roll. This one you're going to get Dark Elf, Nord, and Argonian. Where's our Dark Elf? Here. So this one is going to be, I think, your jack of all trades here. So, yep, they will do it all. So you can do Magicka, DPS, Stam, you can tank, you can heal. These ones are have bonuses that will allow them to do pretty much everything. You do like Dark Elf? They're pretty cool, but their bonus is on dual wield PG. So, I mean, if you want to get all up in their face, like, you can totes do it. Like, I like carrying a dagger and an axe myself. They do have flame and lava resistance, which is really cool. And becoming a vampire on this one... Oh, wait, no, they don't. I think they're bad with that. No, they're good at that one. But you have base Magicka and stamina, so this makes it a kind of... I want to try this, but you can also swap it out and go the complete other way. So that's what's really nice about that one. You're not going to be stuck with anything, and they can do everything. So this is like the Khajiit on the other race. Dragons are in the game. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen any of those faces hanging on my wall in my castle. And then your Argonian. These fellas. Not my favorite. I don't like them. They are very scary. You want to be... Wow. So here's your Argonian. This is your lizard person. They are great at healing, and they swim faster than everyone else. Now, there's not really a mission in here that's based off swim speed, and there's no monsters in the water either. But they can swim great. You're going to be good for healer or tank on here. And the reason why a lot of people like them is because they have a poison and disease resistance. Yep, way better. So a lot of people will go that route. I'm fairly positive. If you are an Argonian and you become a vampire, I think you turn into an albino one, which makes you look even worse. I am not a fan of it. I don't like it at all. I think it's disgusting.
No offense to any other Argonians out there, right?
Yeah, I mean, no, if you guys all have Argonians, I'm sure they're very beautiful people. Sure, they're beautiful. My race, that is my favorite. No, Justin, you didn't hear anything. Yes, you could do it all with those. So that's one of the nice things. It's going to be based off of what your armor is and what you want to do. So the cool thing there is, like, my character could have dual blades, and she could also have a restoration staff. Class-wise, yep, there will be. So with the Dark Elf, so we're doing... this one is going to have weapon and spell damage. Like I said, PG, you could do anything with this. You could do a Necromancer, you could do Sorcerer, you could do, I mean, any of them. So, like, this one would do good for Dragonite. So, Dragonite is, oh, I should probably get that off. No, That's fine. Okay. We'll get off of that one because it's going to yell at us. So Dragonite, this is going to be your tank. So this one is, you're going to want more health than anything else. So you'll have 3 main things. So you'll have attributes.
PG.
Oh, thank you, PG. That is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There are no classes. You're good at what you practice doing. Yeah, but there's different play styles. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, I don't feel like I would do very good at playing tank. And there's going to be certain bonuses that you can get with your class that's going to say whether it's going to be good or not, or if somebody's just going to punch you once and you're going to fall down and die, because that's really embarrassing, and nobody wants them as a team. Oh, anonymous gifter just offered 10 subscriptions to the community. You guys are awesome. Pete, are you throwing out my love? Yay! Did you just throw out 100 loves? I don't even get to see the hype train. Yeah, but also, Red Wolf, it's also going to have something to do with, PG is anonymous confirmed. Do you think so, Justin? Oh, PG, are you anonymous? You can let us know. We won't say anything. We won't tell anyone. There's nobody here to hear this. Alright. So, back to this. So, Dragonite, tank. If you want to be a tank, this is what you'll do, and you'll wear heavy armor. You've got Sorcerer, so this is your Magicka DPS.
How you doing?
Hi, Lawson! Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you guys. Thank you for joining the class. Did you hear what I said about all those that were tardy that you were going to get smacked with a stick? I'm pretty sure it's like a really big ruler. Ooh, thank you, Miss Stormy. I know you guys are all fantastic. I love you guys. This is cool. I'm like a teacher, but you guys are getting me super excited about all this stuff, and it's making me not be a great teacher right now because I'm getting all super excited and giddy. I feel like teachers don't do that.
Good teachers do.
What was that, Pete?
Good teachers get excited and giddy.
Don't like to get my hands on that stuff in ES. What? Red, I don't even know what you're talking about right there. I mean, actual classes? I made this class. Anyway, okay. So this one is good for Magicka DPS. It's going to be ranged. You're going to use a Destruction Staff. You could do Restoration Staff with this as well. Light Armor, but they can get pretty OP. So if you do like a Magicka Sork, you can have pets that actually fight for you, and they might not be the tankiest, but I will tell you what, they will smack somebody so hard that they could kill an absolute huge mob of people in PvP. Templar is a good one too, Justin. Stork, awesome.
As far
Very
as
good.
alliance and classes, I think I have a cheat sheet for everyone.
Oh wow, that's what you do. Instead of actually learning the game, Pete, just cheat.
So guys, just copy that down, and when the test comes
Alright.
up, you'll have all the answers.
So Nightblade.
Highlight it.
This one's awesome. I've got Nightblade. But so here's what we call them in game in ESO words. You have a Magblade or a Stamblade. So that is gonna Magblade will be Magicka blade, and then we've got the Stam version. So they're gonna do a few different things.
With 500 bits. Thank you, man.
Woo! Thank you,
Almost at
Justin.
level 5, guys.
You guys are awesome. Oh yeah, Hogs. It's gonna get difficult, but like I said, and one thing, PG, just so you know, focus, and this is what everybody should do. Focus on what kind of weapon you want to use in the game, and then make your build from that. And I'm serious, like that is a good way to get a starter build. Just because if you know what your fighting style is, like we all know that I like to get up in people's business, and I don't want to be tanky because when I punch them, I want them to feel it, not just be like, well, I think I felt something, and just let them punch me and have nothing happen. So that's my play style. So Nightblades are awesome. They've got some awesome. Yep, that's mine. Dual wield. I use dagger and an axe for the bleed damage.
All races can be all classes.
All races can be all classes? Yes. Yep. That's not going to have anything to do with it, but you have to be careful because some of them would not make sense. Like my character when I first made her.
Tell
she
us
was
a story, Soups.
Okay, so
First
I
character.
did not play this game ever. I didn't play any of them. So I'm going through this stuff and I'm like, I like the dragon face the best, so I'm gonna click that one. And then I was like, Redguard, Breton. I don't know what these things are. Some of them looked like what they were, is like ugly, ugly, ugly. I don't know what that is, and I didn't like the way that the characters' faces were, because I didn't know you could even really do all that much customization. So I picked Imperial, and this specific race is pretty much made for a tank. Just because you get bonuses for having dual wield, flame, lava resistant, weapon, spell damage, and base magic and stamina. It used to be health and stamina. So that, oh wait, I'm on the wrong one. This one. So, sword and board.
That's how I create my
Base,
characters,
health and stamina. And resource recovery when fighting back. I picked her. So I picked this race, and I picked a Magicka sorcerer. So that was really bad. And I go popping into this game, and I was like, what the hell did you just make? They're like, that is the absolute worst build I've ever seen. Like, you just need to throw her in the garbage and start over. Hi, everybody that just popped in.
Oh, we got our hype train.
I don't know. I can't see that stuff. It makes me sad. But I'm so glad you guys got that. Choo-choo train.
Monkey?
Okay, so anyway, Imperial's good for sword and board, but I feel like not everybody's going to have that unlocked, just because I think you had to buy a special edition of that, and it was the only one that was out when I started playing. Okay, so Nightblade, awesome for stealth. Really, 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 really strong. Like, really strong. Pretty impressive. Like, they actually got a move where you can just invis everything. It's really cool. Then you're going to have your Templar. So Templar could be a healer or a tank. So I was explaining to Pete that one of the things that you don't want to see, how much of a hit in game do you get if you pick a non-optimal, I guess is the word, for a combo of race and class. So it's going to be based off what their base is. So if you look at this, like, it's going to tell you Brent right there. It's going to say they have an affinity for the arcane. So you don't, like, you wouldn't want to go with a Breton and, let's say, a Dragon Knight. Because a Dragon Knight is going to be more for health, and your Breton is going to have an affinity for Magicka. So the higher those numbers are, the harder you're going to hit and everything else. So important things is going to be maximum whatever. So maximum health, maximum Magicka, maximum stamina. Based on where your attribute points go, whatever that number is, it's going to, yes, see, very good one, Miss Stormy. Yes, Sork as Brent is fantastic. Like, I actually made my Necromancer Brent as well. So anybody who wants to do anything Magicka, like, that's always a good one to go, especially for using, like I said, the like destruction staffs and stuff like that. Like, they're really, really, really good.
Okay,
their
but
passives,
even if you don't follow the rules, you can make it work, right?
well, you can. I did. But I ended up doing a respec on my character, too. After I went and did Maelstrom Arena, which is a whole nother ball of worms. But mine did not make sense. So I was losing out on a lot of the passives that I could have had to make my character really good. What's up, Horsnail? Woo! Right, but if you did that, are you pretty much out of endgame stuff? No. Or are you just not going to be PvPing? Oh, yeah. No, well, so, like I said, mine was a Magicka Sorcerer Imperial. I did what I could with her, and she was not as squishy as people thought she would be, and they were actually pretty impressed with it. So all those people who were running their mouths, yeah, they were impressed with how far I got on her. I did end up changing her to a Stamsork, just because of the fighting style and what I wanted to do with it. So, that being said, now we've got... what happened? Did somebody...
What?
Did somebody do a donation? On my stream, Pete?
I don't see one.
If it happens, it's gonna happen. We got a lot of followers and stuff. But if you hear a noise, can you tell me? Like, you guys are still getting the alerts, right?
Oh yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay. Sorry, I can't see anything on there. I just keep, like, I don't have any of my awesome fancy stuff. Okay, so Templar, like I said, the worst thing that you want to do is when you're in PvP is to have a whole group of you and then you see two Templars, like tank Templars, just standing there by themselves. Like, they have seriously outlived a whole group. Like, they'll just sit there and heal each other and you can't hurt them, and they just end up, like, really just keying people off. So that's another fun one. So you can make them, like I said, you can wear light armor, heavy armor, based on what you want to play. But they are really good. So they've got, they use the power of the burning sun. They have massive damage to their enemies, and they can restore health, magicka, and stamina. Oh, see, I knew it.
Me too.
Woo!
Me too,
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is awesome. I am sorry I can't see it, but that is cool. Thank you so much. Okay, we got a warden. So, wardens are going to be, you can do anything. So you can do stam, you can do magicka, and you can tank with this one. They are exceptionally well with stamina, though. They do really, really, really well. And you get little pets with those ones. I think you got like a bear. You've got some other... Is there time slow? So they have a Sigic order line where I do know that they have stuff like that. Yeah, so Hogswatch, like making a Templar would be perfect. So,
yes.
Because you can kind of go back and forth. You can pick. Is a 424? What? I mean, sure, of course. People get to do what they want.
With the course.
Okay, yes, back to the class. Stop distracting. So this one's really cool. So as far as like having some pets that can do damage for you and stuff like that, they're pretty much versatile. They do well, pretty much in any situation except for like I don't feel like doing, you know, like tanking with them. They can do it. It's not one of their strong suits. Their strongest suit, like I said, everyone's going to be specific to something except for like 2 races. So that one's pretty cool. I've got a whole level 5. So, ooh, you think so, PG? A Dark Elf Nightblade? So would you make your Dark Elf magicka or stamina? Okay, Pete, that doesn't count because it's like a level 2.
It's a level 8, I'll have
okay,
you know.
And then we got the fancy newest one. I have, so they'd both be great. I have a magicka, I have a Magblade. So she's really, really cool. And if you're interested in it, after I get done with this part, I'll play her for a little bit so you can see some of her skills. Because like I said, she does have this really great invisible...
teacher, if he's making a Dark Elf, isn't that stamina?
Wait, what? Did he say Dark Elf? Well, then he can do a Stamblade. Stamblades are just as good. You'll still have...
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Pete, yours like level 2.
Yeah, but... Still.
I'm just saying, like, the one that I made is the Magblade. Stamblades are great, too. Like, I have, like, a Stam Sork, and she is kind of like a... She doesn't have all those extra passives, like the invisibility feature is awesome. Like, you would do very well in the Thieves Guild, which my character was terrible at, because I did not have the patience. Or, no, I was not going to do it. I just got mad at that one all the time.
There's a Thieves Guild.
Yeah, there's a Thieves Guild, so it's a whole storyline, and you have to be a sneaky thief. And if you don't have...
I'm joining that one.
Of course you are. That's why I told you should have made a Khajiit. Anyway, so Necromancer, this is the newest one. And that just might be the one. This one I have a level, I think she's 17 as a Necromancer. I don't really know how I feel about her yet. I don't know that much. Your Sorg is very sneaky. Do you have, is yours Magicka or Stam, Missy? Because mine sucked. But I was also, yeah, I just don't have the patience for it. Like, going through and hiding in those baskets and, like, not getting caught, like, trying to break into places. Oh, well, you got my awe there, because I was like, I'm not doing it. I'd throw off my tornado. Things would happen. People would get mad. I was stabbing people. I was getting arrested and murdered all the time. I was not, I was not very good at that one. So with this one, like I said, I just started playing it. You can go any way with this character as well. So this one is versatile. So you can do tank. You can do healer, you can do Magicka DPS, and you can do stamina DPS with a Necromancer. It will do pretty much all of them. As you can see on the screen, it says, warning, using certain Necromancer abilities in town is a criminal act. Citizens and guards will react accordingly. What that means is you will die. So, when you first start playing, I killed somebody on accident because I did, I don't even know what I did. I accidentally stabbed somebody. I didn't know it was a guard, and yeah, I kept spawning by a guard, so I could not, I couldn't get faster than like 5 feet, so I would respawn back into the zone, and then the guard would be there to kill me again. Ooh, Dark Brotherhood is my favorite thing, Red. That is one of my all-time favorites in here. All right, so anyone have any specific questions about builds? Ooh, yeah, $10 on Steam. You don't. So that was the purpose of this, and we will be putting something up on YouTube as well, so that we can kind of do something like this that might be a little bit cleaner. We're just gonna upload this there whenever we feel like it. But like I said, does anyone have any questions about that? Remember, everyone go Ebonheart back.
What's the best Templar? What's the best race for Templar?
Templar would be Breton. They are very, very good. You can do Breton. You could do Redguard if you want to go tanky.
Okay.
Oh, High Elf. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So what kind of a character did you make? Is it just, or you're just saying like that's what you're gonna make? Templar, how do I? Well, Hogs Watch, that's fantastic. If I went Nord, Tank, Templar, do I want to go Stam? Yes. Well, it depends. So I will tell you this. I don't think I know anybody that really puts any attribute points in health. And I feel like you'd want to do that if you went with a Dragon Knight. Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? What is this that's being said? I was like, who's got a blindfold on? All right. So, yep. So this one right here is my warden. Like I said, I did not give her a chance either. So it doesn't mean that I will never play her again. It's just a different fighting style. So the fact that I haven't played in a long time, I think, is what's making it so that I can actually do the Necromancer, because I just really want to punch people.
Yeah, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are great. I love everybody in here. You guys are fantastic.